What if success was not a mystery or a matter of luck, but a formula? What if every person who has achieved greatness in business, health, relationships, or personal fulfillment followed the same fundamental principles, whether they knew it or not? And what if applying these principles consistently could transform your entire life? That is the message at the heart of the Success Principles by Jack Canfield, co-creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, one of the best-selling book franchises in history. After decades of studying the world's most successful people, Canfield discovered something powerful. Success leaves clues. If you follow the principles, you get the results. If you ignore them, your life stays the same. The Success Principles begins with the most foundational rule of all. Take 100% responsibility for your life. Canfield explains that most people blame circumstances, luck, the economy, their upbringing, or other people for why they are stuck. But the moment we blame anything outside ourselves, we give away control. Responsibility is not about guilt or fault. It is about empowerment. As long as we believe external forces determine our success, we remain powerless. When we accept full responsibility, we reclaim the steering wheel of our life. Canfield teaches that your results are created by a simple formula. Event plus response equals outcome. We cannot always control events, but we can always control our response, and our response determines the outcome. Another core principle is the power of clarity. Successful people know exactly what they want. They have a clear vision and specific goals. Unsuccessful people are vague, uncertain, and reactive. The brain cannot hit a blurry target. Canfield encourages us to write down our goals in clear, measurable language, review them daily, and act toward them consistently. He explains that writing goals increases achievement dramatically because it activates the brain's internal guidance system, filtering information and recognizing opportunities that align with our desires. What we focus on expands. Canfield also emphasizes the importance of believing in yourself. Most people think their limits are external, lack of resources, lack of time, or lack of opportunity. But the biggest limits are internal: self-doubt, fear, and negative beliefs. If you believe you can, you search for solutions, take action, and persist. If you believe you cannot, you quit before you begin. Confidence is not a personality trait. It is a skill developed through repeated evidence of success. Canfield teaches us to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, and to build a mindset of possibility instead of restriction. Another key principle is taking action. Dreams only work when you do. Canfield explains that most people never achieve success because they wait for the perfect timing, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. But perfection is procrastination in disguise. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates opportunity. Successful people take action even when they feel unprepared. They move forward step by step, learning and adjusting as they go. Canfield says you must act boldly and consistently. A small step every day leads unexpectedly far. The Success Principles also introduces the idea of asking. Most people never get what they want because they never ask for it. They fear rejection and embarrassment. But rejection is not fatal. It is simply feedback. Every successful person has been rejected far more often than they have been accepted. Canfield reminds us, some will say yes, some will say no. So what? Ask anyway. Ask for help. Ask for opportunities. Ask for what you need. Closed mouths do not get fed. Life rewards the bold. Another essential principle in the book is the power of surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. Our environment shapes our identity. If you surround yourself with negative, critical, and fearful people, you will absorb their mindset. If you surround yourself with ambitious, positive, disciplined people, your standards rise instantly. Canfield calls this the power of masterminds, groups of people dedicated to growth and accountability. Your network creates your net worth. The book also teaches the importance of persistence. Success rarely comes quickly. Most people quit right before breakthrough. Canfield shares the story of how Chicken Soup for the Soul was rejected 144 times before it became an international success. Every publisher said no. Every expert said it would fail. Canfield learned that persistence is more valuable than talent. You cannot fail if you refuse to stop trying. Success is the reward for those who continue. Another transformative principle is visualization and affirmations. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between real and imagined experience. When we mentally practice success, we program the brain to expect it and prepare for it. Athletes, musicians, entrepreneurs, speakers, the most successful people rehearse mentally as much as physically. Visualizing your goals activates belief, confidence, and emotional alignment, making action natural instead of forced. Combined with affirmations, visualization becomes a powerful rewiring system that changes identity. You become the person capable of the results you desire. The success principles also emphasizes the importance of progress over perfection. Perfectionism kills momentum. It is better to take imperfect action than to endlessly plan. Canfield demonstrates that successful people fail more often than anyone else. They treat failure as feedback, not identity. Every mistake is a step toward refinement. Every challenge is a lesson. You do not need to be great to start, but you must start to become great. One of the most impactful ideas in the book is the law of attraction, presented not as magic, but as psychology. The energy you project is the energy you attract. If you constantly speak about problems, you get more problems. If you speak about possibilities, you attract possibilities. Canfield teaches that thoughts create feelings, feelings create energy, and energy creates results. Gratitude, enthusiasm, and expectation create more of the same. Canfield also teaches us to reject excuses. Excuses protect the ego, but destroy potential. Every excuse is a wall built around your future. People who succeed live by commitment, not convenience. They show up whether or not they feel like it. They do what average people avoid. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is discipline applied daily. The big takeaway from the success principles is this: success is not accidental. It is engineered. Anyone can achieve great things if they take responsibility, become clear about what they want, believe in their ability to get it, take massive action, persist through obstacles, and continuously grow. Your life is not determined by fate. It is shaped by principles. And principles work every time they are applied. So what principle resonates most with you? Taking responsibility, setting clear goals, creating supportive environments, developing confidence, or taking consistent action? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this summary, like this video, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and tap the bell so you never miss our weekly deep dives into life-changing books. Remember, success is not something you wait for. It is something you create. Start now. Start small. Start where you are. Everything you want is waiting on the other side of your decision.